Let's talk Christmas gifts for everyone on your list. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabs and I love all things fashion and handbags. I have 3 different categories of gifts to talk to you guys about that will hopefully make this season of gift giving a little bit more memorable and special for you, while also easing some of the difficulty of coming up with gift ideas for the holidays. My 3 different categories are DIY gifts, experience gifts, and the last one is a more overarching category. I call it personalized gifts because it is really personal to each personality type in your life. So let's get started. Number 1 on my list is a physical calendar or agenda for the planner or type A personality in your life. This is particularly one that I would be very grateful for because I still really love handwriting things. I don't love being a digital planner. I really need to have my days and weeks in front of me so that I can physically get a sense of what my days look like. And I do really enjoy flipping forward to different months and seeing my upcoming special events, whereas having a digital calendar, as convenient as it can be because you can always delete or add events without worrying about running out of space, I am someone who really needs something tangible and lucid in front of them. So if you know someone like that in your life, then you can definitely count on this gift making them happy. And the best thing about it is that your local shops definitely have a lot of variety of calendars, whether it's a wall calendar or an agenda that has the aesthetic or vibe that suits the person in your life that you would want to give this to. The other thing is, if you want to level up this kind of gift, you could always go for a leather binder type with a 3 ring, and that way the person that's getting it can always find a refillable agenda fillers that go into it and they can swap it out every year. I really like that one because I feel like it's a bit more of a sustainable way to have an agenda. Number 2 on my list is a set of cups for the host/hostess in your life. This is something that we recently gifted to a friend of ours. He always hosts a big number of people at his place, and we had noticed that sometimes he kind of runs low on cups, and so we thought, would he appreciate getting those double layered glass cups, because it goes with a lot of people's kitchen aesthetic. It's minimalist, but it kind of has a little bit of an extra nice look to it because of the whole double layered thing. Of course, if you know someone in your life who appreciates color more, you could go for a more colorful option, but there are sets of cups at every price point that you would be looking for. There's definitely more fancy, more investment type cups, but there's also more affordable options at HomeSense and Winners, depending on, I'm in Canada, so that's where we go shopping. I like CB2. There's so many different places to get nice cups from. By the way, I will definitely be linking some options to each of these gift ideas in the description box, so make sure to check it out. Number 3 is one that I received and I was very grateful for, and it is colorful socks or tights for the color lover in your life. This is something that I have discussed on my Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all over the place, because I get questions a lot on a pair of red tights that I received. My sister got them for me for Christmas. I don't remember the name of it right now. I'll be sure to insert it once I look into it into the video, but colorful tights are just one of the best and simplest way to add a fun touch into any outfit, whether you go for a more minimalist look or a maximalist look. Obviously, try to think of the person that you're gifting this to and think of what color schemes they would appreciate more. I am someone who loves color, but I'm not too bold with my color choices. So that's why when my sister brought me a black polka dot pair and a burgundy red pair of tights, I was over the moon. I thought that was one of the best Christmas gift ideas ever. So that is something that I would recommend for you guys as well. Number 4 is a mini projector for the dreamer or romantic in your life. I find that big projectors can be quite a commitment, could you call it? It's just that a lot of people don't have a projector, and without a projector you might have a bit of a lower quality viewing experience, but some people are okay with that. Some people are completely okay having the projector just projecting onto a white wall. But if you don't want to have that big commitment, I know I would really appreciate having a mini projector because I see it all over Instagram and TikTok, and it seems like an affordable enough option as a gift. I would definitely appreciate having one in my bedroom or even in our living room for when I'm just knitting away and I'm not really too invested in something that I'm watching, but I do like having an old comfort show playing in the background. In that kind of scenario, I can really imagine myself using a mini projector, and I know a few of my friends have it, so that is why I think that this gift would be a particular fun one and a thoughtful one to give, like I said, to a dreamer, to someone who also romanticizes their life. Number 5 is an embroidery book with a starter kit for the hobby collector in your life. I have a few friends like that, love to give different DIY and crafting hobbies a go every once in a while, and as someone who started embroidery as a hobby during COVID and I fell in love with it. I always recommend it for people who enjoy doing pretty and aesthetic things with their hands, but at the same time, it has the benefit that it's kind of like a mindless task. It's not the most difficult if you choose to take easy pictures, that is. But I think it's a really good hobby to pick up. And if someone were to gift these kind of things to me, I'd be over the moon because I love giving new things a go. In the same category, this is more of a DIY gift. I would say embroidered Christmas tree ornaments would be a great gift for the sentimental person in your life. Like I said, I started embroidering around 2020. That was when everyone was in the lockdown and had a lot of time on their hands. So I went and bought a bunch of the materials that I needed for embroidery and it was so fun. Here is my first project I ever did and I still hang it in our Christmas tree every year and I'm so excited to add more to it this year. And actually I did purchase a bunch of tiny little hoops like this one and I have this whole pack as well. I haven't even opened it yet, but I will be getting started on these ones and I'll be making little this sized mini hoops. This one I made for my husband because he loved the story of Up, and of course I had to make this little cute design for him, and this one also goes in our Christmas tree, by the way. My point is I might make a separate YouTube video just showing you guys the kind of embroidery I will be doing for these ones, but they will be gifts, so I might have to ask some people not to watch my videos for a while. But let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing some of that, my DIY Christmas presents. But yeah, so this one is a really great Christmas present to give to your loved ones because it just goes in their Christmas tree and they'll think of you every time. Number 7 is a vintage kilt style skirt for the fashionista in your life. This one I came up with because I feel like ever since I've been showing my long tartan skirt on my Instagram and TikTok, I constantly get questions about where I got it, where they can find it, and I keep telling everyone that this is a vintage, I think 70s piece. It doesn't have to be a vintage piece. You could just go into any thrift store / vintage store and you will find so many tartan kilt style skirts. They're everywhere, and I've even found a bunch on Facebook Marketplace. So if you know someone in your life who is a bit more into fashion and style, they will definitely appreciate a tartan skirt like this. Even though I already have one, I feel like all of them have slightly different colors and patterns, so I would definitely appreciate receiving another one. So that is why I think it's a great gift for the fashion lover in your life. Gift idea number 8 is a 4-pack of Apple AirTags for the tech / gadget lover in your life. This one I thought of because my husband buys 4 of these every year and somehow he still always has need for more because he puts them in our luggages, in our backpacks, in my purses, and it's just really helpful for people who travel, who go to places and, you know, sometimes misplace things or sometimes forget where things are, and some people put them on their dog tags for their pets. So there's just so many different uses for them. So if you know someone in your life that loves gadgets and has use for these kind of techie things, I think this is such a good versatile gift for them. The next 3 gifts are more experience type gifts, and I love these ones so much because I've been given these gifts and I have given these gifts and they always turn out so well. So let's get started. Number 9 on my list is a notebook making class. One of our really close friends gifted my husband a notebook making class experience and he got himself a session as well, so they got to attend together. They went in and they were taught how to make little notebooks. Now this one is really good for the people who are writers, sketchers, people who often keep a notebook handy, and my husband knew that I am such a person, so he dedicated his book that he made in that class to me. I can show it to you, it's right here. It's so cute. He made it himself, so it's such a special gift. Either if you're making it and you want to give it to someone, or if you want to gift this experience to someone. He told me that he specifically picked this, I don't know what this is called, the lining of the inside. He picked it for me because he thought I really like, I don't know, Victorian type designs, and that's why he picked it with me in mind, and I thought that was so sweet. I still have yet to write in it, but it's just the cutest little notebook. I'm still wondering if I want to use this for notes or like a diary or sketches or painting or something. It's just so special to me, so I'm being extra careful what I'm going to be using it for. The 10th item on my gift list, which is also another experience gift, is Turkish lamp making classes. Now this one, obviously these kind of gifts depend on where you're living and what kind of classes or experiences are available to you, but this one was brought to my attention through, I think, another mutual of mine on Instagram, where they first mentioned that they go to these classes where they make these beautiful Turkish lamps, where it's not necessarily a lamp, it's like a little cup that you design with different color glasses. Let me show you. So you go into the classes and they give you so many of these beautiful tiny little glasses, and you get to choose your design and your color scheme that you want to go for. Glue it onto here and you just put it together. This is such a fun experience to do together. We gifted this one to my sister once, so we went in, did it together. It was such a fun experience. We loved it so much that my sister and I decided to gift this experience to my dad for his birthday. So obviously we went back multiple times and we all had such a great time. This is the one my husband husband made, and he did so good. This was his first try. And then this is my other one that I made. Genuinely, I cannot recommend this experience enough. If you're in Vancouver, definitely give this place a go. And if you are elsewhere, look for similar experiences. You guys might have Turkish lamp making classes close by as well. You never know. You might have to look into it. This is another experience that was so fun. It's great for the people in your life who don't necessarily always get to explore their artistic side, but when you go to a place like this, you get to sit down, they walk you through the steps, and anyone can do it at any level. I'm on the more artistic side, and my husband is definitely, he considers himself not to be artistic, but this is how well he made this, and he did such a good job. My dad also did such a good job. Can't recommend it enough. The 11th experience slash arts and crafts gift idea that I have is one that my sister gifted me last Christmas, and I loved it so much I had to recommend it. It is called Art Spot. Wait, I'm not sure. It's called Art Spark, and it has simple paintings where it doesn't look simple at all. It actually is like a whole painting. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you have those numbered painting assignments or painting papers where it tells you what color you're supposed to put in what spot and you get to paint inside the lines. It's kind of like that, but on a more adult level, and the whole thing is included in one package. It comes with a painting, with the paints and the brushes, and you guys can just sit around together. If you want to get it for your best friends and yourself and your sister or something like that, that's what we did. The three of us sit down together every once in a while and we just paint it together. The most fun time ever. It's not just a one-time gift, it keeps on giving because you get to spend quality time together. 12th gift idea is Korean skincare, and specifically I would say Korean sunscreen. This one is a really easy one because with sunscreen you don't necessarily have to know the person's specific skin concerns. Everyone needs sun protection, and these days you can't get enough sunscreen because I personally run out so frequently that I always have to keep going out and buying so many packs at once that if someone were to gift me, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3, however much your budget allows, you can give them sunscreens. And the best part about Korean skincare is that they are much more affordable than some skincare products that you might see in, I don't know, Sephora and places like that. So it makes it a bit more easy to gift these to people without hurting your wallet as much. 13 is a scrapbook photo album. This one is so special because you don't have to be a pro scrapbooker or anything like that. All you have to do is go through your album. If you want, you can pick all your silliest photos with that person, the ones that are the funniest, the ones that makes you laugh the most. And it also just brings back so many fond memories as you're putting it together. We did this for one of our friends who was going away. A few of us got together, we went through our albums and got a bunch of the photos of her and her fiance, her husband, printed out all the photos and got some stickers that reminded us of her, and we got to crafting. It was super easy. Obviously, I think the most time consuming part was actually just selecting the photos and getting them printed, because the scrapbooking part of it was not at all a daunting experience. Very simple, straightforward. We had all the necessary things we needed. I can definitely link some articles on how to easily do this. It's something that my friend appreciated, and I think anyone that you have special memories with would definitely appreciate this as well. Number 14 is puzzles. This one is so funny because I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily see the charm in puzzles, don't see the fun in puzzles, but in the winter, fall and winter time, when it gets kind of cold outside and you don't necessarily want to do a lot of outside activities, puzzles are such a fun way to stay occupied inside off screens. You don't have to be on screens all the time, and it's just kind of fun. I usually do it with my cousin and my sister, and we just get together, we do a puzzle, and we don't have to finish it. There's no timeline. You just kind of do it as long as it's fun and you guys are still chatting, and you pick it back up whenever you're all together. It's an easy, inexpensive gift that keeps people occupied for many hours on end, and it's just super fun. Last but not least is number 15, which is a nice coffee tumbler. This one in particular, I would say, is for the coffee lovers in your life. That is my husband. I think people who are not generally over consumers or collectors of cups and things like that, they only have their one everyday cup. And if you are usually in their life and you know how old that cup is, you might think to yourself that it's about time that you got them a new cup. For example, my husband, he sometimes drops his cup or sometimes the lid breaks and he's just like hanging on to that cup for dear life, but he could definitely use a new one. That's when I consider getting him a new one. I don't necessarily think anyone that loves coffee would appreciate having tons and tons of cups in their cupboard, but if you know that it's time for a new one, then you could definitely gift them with a new tumbler and they would really appreciate it. That is it for my 15 gift ideas for all the different personality types. I was trying to incorporate incorporate different types of gifts for the different types of personalities that you might have in your life, because from experience, I know that not every gift is a huge hit with every single type of person. But I hope these ideas help you with your gift giving experience this season, or at least it inspired you to think of something good. If you have anything else you want to hear from me for this holiday season, I am considering doing more than one video a week. Don't take my word for it. I'm definitely trying. I might not be able to accomplish it, but that's my goal for right now. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to hear from me. But as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Subscribe if you still haven't, because that really helps out my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!